All right, there will be no alt season, no altcoin season this bull run. None whatsoever. It's all over. Why is everyone still here? People are still here because there's still the possibility of an altcoin run. I'll show you guys why and why this could still be part of the normal cycle. In fact, if we look at some real statistics, we could even say we're not even that late. This is how it almost always happens if we look at how altcoin season happens every cycle. It is possible it may not happen this time around, but if it does, if that's the case, we're not even at that point to disprove it yet. There are a couple of things we could look at. For example, this is Bitcoin. Usually the biggest alt runs are when Bitcoin price actually tops. And some of the whales, or most of the whales, decide to sell. When they sell, they don't just park it in cash. They don't just take that money and say, well, I'm going to put it in US dollars. They're greedy. It's human nature. They've just made like millions, even billions in Bitcoin. And they say, well, Ethereum still looks so low. Why don't I put 10% of this in Ethereum? And Solana still looks so low. Why don't I put another 5% of my Bitcoin profits in Solana? And so that is how the rotation happens. Bitcoin tops, and then some of that money moves into altcoins. That's when Bitcoin dominance drops, and you have this crazy run in altcoins. That's usually the biggest, craziest run in altcoins happens when Bitcoin tops. So we need to look at what's going to happen to Bitcoin next. This is Bitcoin, and this red line here is actually the price of gold. Now, you can notice here there's a very interesting relationship between Bitcoin and gold, and it's telling us where Bitcoin is going next. Here is gold. Gold, basically, you notice gold almost always during this bull run, this was at 15K back in November 2022. Gold leads. See, gold goes up first, then Bitcoin goes up here. Then they both go sideways, and then gold goes up. Then 2 weeks later, Bitcoin follows. Do you see what's happening here? If there's a white space between gold and Bitcoin, that means gold is moving first. This run up from 42K to 66K is probably the only instance where Bitcoin went first and then gold follows. That's probably the only instance. And look at this run up. When Bitcoin was stuck in this 50, 60K range forever, it seems, last year, gold goes up first, and then Bitcoin waits 3 months and then follows up. And now Bitcoin goes sideways again, and gold again goes up. And now if it tops and starts going sideways or a slight pullback, then that's Bitcoin's chance to move. Why do I think gold has topped? Here is the gold futures chart on COMEX. That's the American Futures Exchange. And here we're looking at the weekly chart. We can see this is a big topping tail here. This is especially after a pretty crazy run. And if we were to turn it into a logarithmic chart, we can see it's also at the top of this massive channel. Right, this is like a 2-year channel in the making. Sorry, 5 years. Starting from 2019, boom, 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 boom. So we're expecting at least some sort of pullback here. May not be huge, but at least some sort of pullback here. When that happens, as we've seen, Bitcoin probably does this. And as we just said, if Bitcoin tops, then altcoins come and make that move. So I'll just show you guys what I mean. See, this is Bitcoin in the 2019, 2020 bull run. Bitcoin, when it broke through above the all-time high, when it broke through, came out of the bear market, broke above the all-time high. When it got to here, see this zone? This was January 18th, 2021. When it got to here, altcoin market cap still did not break through. It was still making a double top. It still did not break into a new all-time high. It's only when Bitcoin was way above its new all-time high. It's only when Bitcoin came here and topped. This was 64K, this was 69K. This was basically a double top. And basically topped here. Then altcoins, this zone and this zone are the same thing. It says here, 2021, Jan 18. This is 2021, Jan 18. So after Bitcoin made this run, then altcoins started running. Altcoins were not even at the double top here. Did not even reach anywhere close to the all-time high. Then it started running. Bitcoin again broke through into a new all-time high. Above 69 was 73K. And it's again at this region. When it's at this region, altcoins market cap is not even into a new all-time high yet. It's still repeating what happened in 2019. So, in other words, we probably need something like this, then for altcoins market cap to do this, to have a big run. Because this is exactly what happened in the last bull run. In the last bull run, when Bitcoin was already, here was 20,000, all-time high. Bitcoin got up to 33, 34,000. And at this point, altcoins were still nowhere even near their all-time high. Then Bitcoin had to keep on running from then on. When above 35, 40,000, that's when altcoins finally started running. Let's have a look at another chart. This is just showing what QT and QE is. Basically, we probably need QE. it would really help. Going back, these are just showing you the instances where Bitcoin still had a bull run. Altcoin still had a bull run when there was no QE. What we're in right now is QT, 2022 to right now, QT. So these red boxes are QT. So for example here, when QT was still happening between 2017 and 2019, QT started here, and we can see that total crypto market cap was still pushing up. This was a big push up higher. These are exponential charts, remember? So this was a big run. And especially during this time, when QT started, we still saw Bitcoin dominance go from like 70% down to 40%. Wow, that's like a 30% move in Bitcoin dominance. So that is totally a massive alt season. And it happened when QT was happening. Whereas last bull run, the blue box is when QE, or quantitative easing, is printing money is happening. Of course, crypto goes crazy and Bitcoin dominance goes down. So mad altcoin season. And again, in this red box is where we're in right now, quantitative tightening, and we see Bitcoin has actually made a 6 to 7x run from 15K to 109K. It's just that the altcoins haven't started running yet. We just need Bitcoin to start doing something like this and Bitcoin dominance to go down. And that has happened before. In the end of 2017, Bitcoin dominance dropped massively even as QT was happening. Let's have a look at another chart when altcoin seasons happen. So these big drops are altcoin seasons. When these big drops happen, we can see that Bitcoin dominance is falling, altcoins are gaining, are becoming much bigger. This red spot, once again, look at Bitcoin. This is the 2016 bull run. Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, goes above $1,000, hits a new all-time high, and alts kind of started a bull run, but the big altcoin bull run only starts when Bitcoin is way above. It's now like 2x, 3x above the all-time high, previous all-time high, and then goes up. That's when altcoin season really launches. Let's look at the last bull run, 2021 bull run. This was 20K. Bitcoin goes to like 30 something. This is the pink spot here. And altcoins still have not had an altcoin season yet. It's only when Bitcoin goes from 33K to 60K in that last leg, then altcoin season starts going crazy. And here we are again. So basically we've seen Bitcoin hit a new all-time high, 73K. No real altcoin season yet. Bitcoin goes to 109K, still no real altcoin season yet. But what if this place where we are right now, 108K, is the pink spot, just like how these were the pink spots before? But when it does another leg up, that's when altcoin season happens and Bitcoin dominance just drops, because this is what happened the last two times. So we're not late. We're actually on time compared to if we look at the structure of where Bitcoin is when altcoin season happens. What's the reason why altcoin season has been delayed this time? This is a chart of when Pump.Fun got launched. It was early 2024. This is Solana TVL, total value locked. Of course, it's on Pump.Fun, it's on Solana chain. So of course, a lot of value got locked onto Solana. So Solana took off and Solana price took off to like $280 eventually. Solana TVL went parabolic. But look at this. This is the top 125 alts, excluding the top 10. As a percentage of Bitcoin market cap, they just shrunk. Altcoins just started underperforming. And even now, it's underperforming. And we just made a new low. That's alt season. Alt season's going down. If we believe this chart, then it's because Pump.Fun came and basically attracted all the money away, the funding, the liquidity, away from all the altcoins and went into Solana. Not just Solana itself, but all the meme coins. Basically, think about it. There are literally like 100,000, 500,000 new meme coins launched every day on Pump.Fun. It's just diluting the liquidity from an altcoin season run to a Pump.Fun run. That seems to be one plausible explanation. I'll show you guys one more chart to demonstrate where we are and where we could go. This is Bitcoin. Hits 73K, goes just above 69K, and then boom, hits 108, 109K. That's where we are right now. But this circled area is when Bitcoin was trying to challenge its previous all-time high. Now, these are the major alts. All altcoins is one step behind because Bitcoin has popped above previous all-time high, but all altcoins are still hanging just at a double top of the previous all-time high. Then, what we call alt season, it's the other altcoins, which is the top 125 altcoins, but not including the 10. It's not even with this pullback which has had, not even anywhere near a double top yet. In summary, this is what happens in altcoin season. Gold goes up first, then gold tops. Like we probably had a gold top, gold goes sideways, then Bitcoin pumps. Bitcoin pumps here, then large alts pump, Large alts pump, and then smaller mid-cap alts do this, hit the previous all-time high we've had, make a double top, pull back a little, and then boom. That's alt season, and that's crypto bull run is over because Bitcoin had already topped, then large altcoins, and then the mid-cap and the tiny little coins. This would be literally end of the last 5 to 8 weeks of the bull run. So, which is why it's dangerous, because once this comes down, it could come down 50% in one day, and then it's all over. And then when you look back, Bitcoin's already down here. Bitcoin's already down 30%. Bull market is already over. So that's why altcoin season is high risk, high return. Let's hope the whole CZ and his dog broccoli situation, the whole President Milei of Argentina situation clears up. We get less rug pulls, less of these crazy meme launches, and money returns to the real utility coins. And altcoin season, according to the charts, according to history, can still easily happen.